Good morning, everybody. This is the first time I've talked to you all day. I cleaned the house. Trevor and I actually went to our friend Andrew's ceremony this morning because he was officially getting sergeant. So we did that this morning. Trevor's grabbing the snips. We just have to go to his job real quick. So that's why he has his uniform on. And we're grabbing the snips because I think today we're gonna go get some pampas. Hopefully. So I'm gonna bring you guys along because you guys always love when I bring you along on my little DIY days. So let's get going and come on the little adventure with me today. All right, y'all, it's very bright out here, but we're in this area. What is this place called? Before Crayons Tattoo? Like that's back there.
Like some type of children's thing.
Well, it's right next to the Beyond or Before Crayons Tattoo, and there's this huge like area, a field area where I'm going to get my pampas and I have my snips. There's only a couple that are super thick, but Trevor's out here. We already left his job. We're trying to get some thick ones because I'm trying to get the, oh look, see that one's thick. I just gotta, hold on, I don't have it unlocked. Help. Hold this. I'm thinking cut it long because I'd rather it be too long than too short, you know? There we go. Gotta kind of do one of these to make sure there's no bugs. Oh, baby.
What?
You gotta literally like do one of these so that there's no bugs inside of it. Do that. We'll find some thick ones.
Let me see.
And take it home. Trevor is helping me, but I told you guys there's a huge field. We're just trying to get like the thickest ones, and thank God for Trevor because he brought the snips. And hopefully I'll get the sun project done today, but as you can see, the grass is really, really thick over here, so I'm just trying to be careful. What, baby?
Don't wear sandals.
I know. I should have thought that through. What are you thinking? That one looks okay over there.
Over here?
Yeah.
I see like 3.
Yeah. We got quite a couple already, but Trevor's literally into the thick of it. This is like really, really thick grass, and he's like going back there to try to grab some pampas for me. But as you can see, it's right here next to this little parking lot. So now you guys know where I come and grab all of the pampas that most of the time I get. There's some thin ones, but we got a little lucky and got a couple of thick ones. We just left there. What's that tattoo place called? It is called Before Crayons or something like that. Tattoos?
I think so.
I think that's what it's called. Something like that. It's literally in the middle of Killeen. It's right by the Killeen Mall, but like the back side of the Killeen Mall. So that's where I go and get my pampas. I know so many of you guys have always asked me like, let me know when it pops out or whatever so that I can go grab some. It's not as thick as I remember it being last year. Last year was super thick because it got colder earlier, right? I feel like last week it was really, really cold.
It was, but I think the freeze from last year, Texas has never had. Oh, there's a big fire.
I know, I was looking at that.
All that is smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I caught fire. Texas has never been that cold. Not 0 degrees everywhere. It just,
Yeah.
that hasn't ever been a thing. That's why last year we had so many power outages and issues. Trees died off. Our tree was already dead, but
Yeah.
things got worse for plant life and tree life, just period.
Yeah,
so I think that's a big factor as to why I didn't really.
We got a lot. Hopefully we got enough for the sun project because I want to get that done. I know that once I have it in the office, it's going to look amazing. So That's why I wanted to come and get pampas. I've been waiting forever. My mom says that by her house there's a lot and it's very fluffy. So I'm like, why is ours not fluffy? I feel like last year it was really, really fluffy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know, maybe it just needs to dry out, because I feel like it got fluffier the more it dried out. So we're probably just gonna wait for that. We were just trying to make sure there was no bugs in them, so you shake them really good to make sure that there's no bugs hiding or anything like that. But I will see you guys in a little while. I'm actually gonna go to the store with Alex because Alex needs to go to HEB, so I'm gonna go with her, and then we will see about this sun project. See if I can put it together. I went ahead and went to HEB with Alex, and I sanded some of the board for the sun project. I am probably going to input some clips of how Trevor did it. He kind of explained a little bit of it. This was months ago, so keep in mind I might look different, Trevor might look different, because this was probably 3 or 4 months ago that we did this. And so I decided I think I'm just gonna put polyurethane on it, which is basically just like a clear gloss, the same stuff that he put on the top for his toolbox. So let's do this together and kind of paint it a little bit. I think I'm going to do it on the concrete over here. Let's see how this comes out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just input this separately. Trevor is gonna kind of tell you guys like the length of this, like the size of the board that we used to make it. Trevor's making the sun that is very similar to the one in our bedrooms. If you guys want to make one, you'll have like the proper stuff. I'm actually gonna stain this. Trevor has like stuff over here that he's doing too, but it is a pretty thick board. He bought this one from, I think, Home Depot.
Set that to the side. I'm gonna show y'all like how I were to do it if I were to make another one. That way it's fresh and it all makes sense. So you're gonna make a loop with whatever knot you want, and you're gonna put it here, and you're gonna pull it as tight as you can, and hold that tight end here with your thumb. Grab a little clamp.
Or obviously, if you have a friend with you, they can hold this piece down and you can do this piece. But Trevor was doing this by himself when he was out here, so.
Alright, so obviously you want the shape of it. So with this string, you have the capability to go side to side. And with that loop, you can do this. Pencil tip right there. And you're just going to draw
The line over, yeah.
your circle.
So that's how you get your half circle, like how this one is made. And then Trevor used what kind of saws and like equipment to cut it out?
So I just used a simple circular saw. Usually for this it'd be way easier if you had a jigsaw, and a jigsaw just goes up and down like that. And you can literally just go with it.
Yeah.
Circular saw, you gotta like draw lines and like slowly shave off the edges, and then from there,
you just sanded it, right?
Yeah, I just got a sander and then went over the edges until it matched up with the line on the side, and then that's how I got it smooth like that one. Because I don't have a jigsaw yet, but way easier if you use one of those.
Yeah, so that's how he got this shape. And then what are you gonna be using to put the holes? Because if you guys don't know, in order to make the sun out of the pampas, you need to drill holes. So what are you using for that?
So I'll bring it to you.
I just want you guys to have all the information, so if you guys want to make it. But yeah, he's literally going to drill holes not too far apart from each other so that we can put the pampas grass in it. And then obviously all that's left to do after that is input the pampas grass and polyurethane it or stain it, whatever color you want.